Sorry about that. Too much. Mm-hmm.
All right. Here with head football coach Walt Wells after EKU's win over Robert Morris. We'll start with coach's opening statements, and then we'll open the floor up to questions from the media. Coach?
Another good celebration in the locker room. It's good to get a win here at Roy Kidd Stadium. You know, we looked at this 3-game run as being very, very important for our season, and we ended it the way we wanted to, which is 3-0 here at home. Looking forward to getting into open week because it is much needed for some of the men on our football team. They need to rest. They need the training room and some of the things that they're going to get to see. But proud of our all three phases. Thought our defense played dominant all day except for the one drive, and then I thought our offense came on in the last part of the second quarter, and you can see what they can do once they're operating the way they should. And really pleased with that, and then our kicking game did a nice job. So against a quality opponent, and I want to make sure, you know, that I give them credit because they are. I mean, they're a senior-laden team, junior-laden team, graduate-laden team that came in here and believed and played extremely hard and had good schemes. So, but our guys did a nice job, so proud of them. Before I open it up for any questions, I'd also like to say congratulations to Greg Stottlemyre for being inducted into the Hall of Fame. I think that's a huge honor for Greg. Well-deserved, well-earned. I started here in '97 at one point, and Greg was already here for many years and does a fantastic job and puts his heart and soul into every call. And then Danny Hope, who was obviously a great player here, but also a great coach here and did a great job, who went into the Hall of Fame today too. And so, sorry I missed their speeches, but we were in the middle of meetings and everything, but I'm sure it went well and got to see or hear about them here at the game. So kudos to those guys and congratulations, because that's a hard thing to do. With that, I'll open it up for any questions.
Coach, you guys started out really quick, scored in that first drive, and then you kind of stalled there for most of the first half, a lot of 3-and-outs. What did you change there late in the second quarter and halftime to get really going?
We picked up our tempo, and obviously with the 2-minute situation at the end of the half, and I think we found out that, you know, against this group, this defense, it was better for us to not give them the chance to dig their heels in and get some things done. So we were going to pick up our tempo anyway, and I think you saw we picked it up a little bit in the second half until you got towards the end when we tried to just, you know, get the clock out of there and get out of here. And so we picked the tempo up, which gave the, you know, made them a little more tired and gave them less opportunity to do some of the things that they were doing. So, you know, that's a credit to Andy Richmond, our offensive coordinator, and our offensive staff. But, you know, they were doing some things up front that were limiting our run game, and we had to, you know, not give him that opportunity as much.
You only had 6 penalties, but 3 of them were 15 yarders. So that's kind of been an area throughout the season so far that you're looking to get cleaned up a little bit. Thought process on how that's going.
It was obviously not very good, right? I mean, it is what it is. You know, I don't know how you can have the biggest scrum as you had in the middle of the field and only one guy get targeted, but I'm sure they were correct, and we'll live with it. We'll just continue to try to educate our young men on what they can and cannot do, and personal foul-wise, and make sure we clean that up. I mean, you know, they're good kids. They're not maliciously trying to do anything to hurt us. They just sometimes feel like they have a voice, and sometimes your voice is not needed. so we got to continue to educate that on the personal fouls.
And then on Darian Baker, today, look at the stat sheet, you're not going to see much there other than the interception. Just seems like he's just all over the place right now, doing really good stuff.
He's playing extremely hard, and Darian's an athlete, and that's what people don't really understand is he really can move and do some things. You know, he did a great job on the pick, which is phenomenal for a defensive lineman to get a pick. But, you know, he had, 2 or 3 quarterback hurries. I don't know if he had a sack or not. I can't remember. But, you know, he's right there. And you know, and then in the run game, he's holding the point, forcing things to go east and west, not north and south. And so really proud of him.
Any other questions from our student media?
Aiden Lynn, student journalist. Jaheim Ward was ejected for targeting in the first half. how does losing a good player like Jaheim affect the game?
Well, it's next man up mentality, and Jaheim was a backup for us and became a starter due to injury, and those are bang bang plays that you got to know how to approach, and he approached it wrong, and we were fortunate to have the technology on the sidelines, and so we looked at it, and I knew it was wrong, so we went ahead while they took forever, and I said, guys, he's not coming back in. If he does, it's a bonus, and we moved Moses Serrara in there, and Moses came here to start and came here to play and do those things, and he got his opportunity, and I hadn't seen the film yet, but it looks like he performed well.
Anyone else? All right, Coach, thank you for your time.
All right, guys, thank y'all. Yeah, thank you.